We would like to invite everyone to rise and join the graduating class of 2017 in the singing of our national anthem. I would now like to ask Catherine Ann Kloppenstein, a senior member of our Fellowship of Christian Athletes, to come forward and lead us in a prayer.
Let us pray. Father God, we thank you for these graduating students. As we hear our names and receive our diplomas, let us also hear your direction and purpose as we enter the next season of our lives. Give us clarity of mind to move forward with the plans that you have for us. When the path ahead is challenging or full of starters, give us the strength to trust in you. Arm us with the grace and faith so that you may shine light where there is darkness and love where there is indifference. We thank you, Lord, for our friends, families, and mentors who have gathered here today, and for all their support and encouragement. In your name we pray, amen.
Welcome to the 146th Commencement of Wapakoneta High School. This ceremony, honoring the class of 2017, is one of celebration and excitement for all that this group has accomplished, and also what they will accomplish once they leave these hallways. Today is a culmination of 13 years of hard work, and you should be proud of yourself. Graduating guests, please remember that all our seniors present have completed the necessary requirements and have finished the journey to reach this moment of honor. Because we want this ceremony to be meaningful to every student graduating, it is important that we recognize each and every person receiving their diploma with the same amount of honor and respect. Please join us today in making this an exciting occasion, but also one where respect and courtesy are expressed towards all our graduates. I hope today, as you sit on this gym floor, that you reflect on all the happy memories from the time you got on the bus to the first day of kindergarten until the last day you spent with your friends in the spring. As I personally look back, I have many fond memories and feelings of pride for what this group has accomplished. You are a group that has provided a great deal of excitement for our school, our community, and of course, your parents. This group of students had a tremendous amount of success in academics, arts, and athletics. Earlier this year, our band was selected as one of 6 schools in the entire state to perform at the OMEA conference in Cleveland. Only the best of the best get that opportunity. Earlier this year, our show choir finished in 4th place at a national competition. Our academic team won the WBL academic competition last year. And during their 4 years of high school, these students have been a part of 20 WBL championships, with 15 of those coming in the last 2 years. That means 26% of all of our league titles have been won by this senior class. They have also helped us win the WBL All-Sports Trophy the past 3 years. I can honestly say that it's been a lot of fun to experience all the success that these young men and women have experienced. It is my hope that Wapakoneta High School has laid a positive foundation for learning so that you can continue your education as you leave these hallways. As I look to your future, I see great potential for success, and I want to personally thank you for your contribution to Wapakoneta High School. Today, when you walk across this stage and receive your diploma, your journey at Wapakoneta High School will be complete. This is a time to celebrate and enjoy the moment, but I also hope that you start to anticipate and prepare for the next adventure as well. As you enter into the world of higher education, full-time employment, military service, and even family responsibilities, I encourage you to continue to work towards your goals. On behalf of myself and the faculty and staff of Wapakoneta City Schools, I wish each of you a productive life filled with happiness and respect from your fellow mankind. It is with much pride that I say best of luck and congratulations to the class of 2017. Senior choir members, please rise.
TSC can save you money.
How?
TSC can save you money with Emerge.
What's Emerge?
The Emerge bundle plan. TSC will merge your phone, cable TV, and internet in one nice, neat package to save you money.
How much money?
A boatload. The Emerge bundle plan, only from TSC.
TSC, give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
We are state of the art.
We are professional.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day. We are service you can trust.
We are here for you.
With custom fabrication, a variety of roofing options, and exceptional roofing knowledge and expertise, Frost Roofing is committed to providing top-notch quality service on every project. To learn more, visit us online at frost-roofing.com and follow us on social media.
At this time, the Browns will have the honor of introducing our student speakers from class 2017. Representing the class of 2017 as honor speakers and speaking in the following order will be Tristan David Meyer, Michael Alex Burton, Ryan Michael Twan Schneider, Emma Louise Walker, Cassidy Lynn Hughes. Good morning, everyone. I'd like to start off by thanking all the people that have helped me on this journey through not only high school, but my entire life. Included in this are my parents, brother and sisters, teachers, and all the other different coaches I've had throughout my life. I would also like to send a special thank you to Mike Watt, as well as his family, and Coach Moyer. I could not have accomplished what I have without their guidance and belief in my abilities. Like many of you, I started high school eager for new experiences. As I went through it, what I wanted to accomplish became more clear to me. This made time slow down a bit as I realized the amount of work that still needed to be done. Looking back, I can see it was certainly worth it. I am more focused on what I feel is most important in my life. I encourage everyone to recognize what is most important to them and to focus on improving on those areas of life. Now, I'd like to offer a comparison. Everyone graduating today is like a tree. This may seem unusual, but I feel there are many connections. Each one of us began looking very similar. We had all ambitions to become the best versions of ourselves that is possible in the same way that a young sapling wants to become the largest and strongest tree possible. As it grows up, its foundation becomes solid and it begins sprouting branches similar to the way that we all learn new skills and find new ways to spend our time and energy. There are still drawbacks to trying to become the widest and fullest tree. A tree can spread itself out too thin, causing it to become weak to stresses such as winds. The same thing can happen when you try to put all your efforts into too many subjects. This will allow the stresses in life to knock you down and stunt you from growing. To help protect against these stresses, you must build a foundation of people around you to assist you in dealing with them. A tree does this as well in a forest. Many trees together can help protect each other from harsh winds and other environmental disasters. Also, in a large group, leaders can prosper. In the same way that each tree fights for the most sunlight by being the tallest and largest, you all must challenge yourselves to do the same. You must grow to be the best version of yourself so other people will recognize you. Focus becomes an important part of life when growing up. Throughout high school, this has become more relevant to me. Without focus, people can lose sight of what is most important. Some people may value family over career, or education over experiences. The only one that matters is the one that is most important to you. Other people's lives should not depict your priorities unless you allow them to. This is why you must continue to focus as you progress through life to ensure that you accomplish what you want to. In the beginning, we all wanted to be the best form of ourselves. We just didn't know how difficult that path would be. Each new part of our lives, especially the one we are on currently experiencing as high school graduates, brings new stresses and alters what we consider most important. Whatever we thought was most important can now suddenly change at any given moment, and we must be able to adapt to these changes. Whether it becomes education, family, career, or any other aspect, do not waste time in doing activities that are not associated with your goals. Know what you want to accomplish and improve every day, even if only slightly. With that in mind, I challenge each and every one of you to be the tree that reaches above and shines above all others. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I'm going to talk about reaching your goals and not fearing life because we're all winners here. I want to start by thanking my parents for providing me with every avenue possible to be successful. My sister Claire for pushing me through her own academic success. You know, she kind of brought books home and stuff when I forgot them and all that. So, thanks, Claire. I want to thank the rest of my family and my godparents for giving me continuous support, all my teachers for sharing knowledge, and my coaches and teammates for making me a well-rounded person outside the classroom, and shout out to the friends. So, what are you chasing? Those are some of the final words of a Hennessy commercial that always airs on ESPN. To me, those words say, what am I doing today that will create a better future for myself? And am I working towards my own personal success? If I am not chasing anything, how am I making myself better? This is a question that each of you need to ask yourself. Are you chasing a job, a degree, or fears? Whatever you chase, know that it will definitely be worthwhile. You chose to pursue it for a reason. Just be sure that you have a passion for whatever you do, and this passion will allow you to chase success wholeheartedly. Life is a constant chase, but the end of it is determined by you. Will it end when you graduate college, leave the military, retire? Regardless, you need to embrace the journey on which your chase takes you. Because, as Kanye West said, this is the good life. Let's go on to live instead. The same commercial also says, never stop, never settle. This helps understand how you should approach your pursuit of success. When settling, this may mean that you will be satisfied. And satisfaction can be a dangerous sensation. It causes its beholders to feel like there is nothing else they need to do in order to be successful. Those people are mistaken. Satisfaction can lead to stagnancy. And when you become stagnant, there are always people around you moving forward. So stay on your hustle and never get satisfied until your chase towards success is complete. Some of you may be looking at your future with fear. Why are you doing this? You're about to take on some of the best years of your life and you're scared. Don't be. Everyone around you has prepared you for this future. And for that, I want to thank the whole class of 2017 for creating an environment of winning and success these past 4 years. As Mr. Minigari said, we've been a part of 3 academic team WBL championships, 3 WBL All-Sports championships. Our show choir was the only group from Ohio to be represented at the national competition. Our band is second to none. We have a boys and girls bowling state championship and a wrestling state championship. So, I mean, we're filling up the walls of this gym pretty good, so I'd say you did good. We are all proven winners because that feeling of satisfaction never hit us or affected us negatively. In Kendrick Lamar's song DNA, he says, I got hustle though, ambition flow inside my DNA. And I think that is representative of our whole class. And because of this, we should all go into the next stages of our lives with no worries. Life is good. It is good because our high school successes have prepared us for our next chases. So as JB said, move forward the only direction. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm here on this very special day, our graduation day, to give this hopefully good speech to you. When I was thinking of ideas for the speech, I wanted something that would be really unforgettable.
and suddenly I knew what I wanted to write. What's one thing that no matter who you are, you use it every day? And I'll give you a hint. It's not your cell phone. It's the alphabet. Our ABCs is something that is unforgettable, and I hope this speech is as well. A, the anticipation that we felt for our last year of high school, and the anticipation that we have right now for the next chapter of our lives. B, for the bell that we're never going to hear again, and for the books that we were forced spark note. C, for the cancellations and the blissful times that we slept in and didn't have to go to school. D, for the dances and the times that we all dressed like movie stars per night. E, for the extracurriculars that we all took part in, whatever they may be. It's 2017, we don't judge. F, for the friends we made during high school, the people that we told our secrets to, the people that helped us through our hard times and that we helped through their hard times, and for the grade I got on all my English papers. G, for the tear-filled goodbyes, and that the ones that our class will be experiencing as we move on. H, for the hard work and dedication that we put into these years, whether it be through the countless hours in writing papers and daunting equations, going to club meetings and doing the swim practices, or going for our part-time jobs. I, for our independence. As we are all almost adults now, no longer are we the children on the playground. We have jobs, we have bills, and some of us are even living on our own. J is for the journey. No matter who you are, Wapak is now part of your journey called life. K is for the knowledge we acquired here. In English class, we learned about positives and gerunds. In math, we learned about proofs and matrices. And in biology, we learned that if evolution is true, this all happened by chance. L is for the love that we have for our school spirit, that I felt every time standing in the student section at a football game. M is for the minutes we spend in class, and how we count them down till the bell rings. N is for napping, because everyone can admit to falling asleep in class at one time or another. And sometimes, we even get caught. Thanks, Mrs. Stemple. O is for the opportunities that we had here. For example, we had opportunities to join sports teams that we'll never be able to again. P is for the possibilities for us in our lives outside of school. R is for these ribbons. These ribbons, they represent so much more than this little piece of cloth. They represent two classmates that sadly did not graduate with us today. Leanna and Noah were our friends and are near and dear to our hearts. We are greatly missed. S is for Mr. Steiger. He has a mean kayak fishing game and was a teacher that almost all of us had. He also did this thing where he would constantly ask if Kirsten and I were dating. Mr. Steiger, if you're out there, we're still not. T is for Twin Peaks, the TV show that Mason Dickey was so obsessed with that he talked about it almost every day on the morning announcements. U is for Unified, because today will be the last time we're all together as a class. That is at least if Carson didn't have an appointment. V is for Virus. There's this nasty one that every single one of us here caught. It's called senioritis. W is for Wapakoneta, the place that no matter how old we are, we can always call our home. X is for exercise, because a lot of us are going to need it to keep that freshman 15 away next year. Y is for yourself. More importantly, how no matter how far away from Wapak we go, we will still be the same people. Like Charlie Tremendous Jones once said, 5 years from now, you'll be the exact same person you are today, except for the books you read and the people you meet. Z is for zombie. More specifically, the many, many times we show up to school looking like one, because 7:50 is a little early. Like I said at the beginning of my speech, your ABCs is something that you will never forget. And I hope you never forget this magnificent moment either. Oh, and for those of you paying attention, you might have noticed that I skipped Q. That was to keep you questioning.
(1,373 days). If you were to travel that far back in time, you would find yourself on August 23rd, 2013. On this exact date, the members of the class of 2017 walked through the front doors of WHS as official high schoolers. To my fellow classmates, I'd like to ask, what did you make of your 1,373 days? Your individual story I will never know. Those memories, those moments, are yours to keep. I do know, however, the story we wrote together. Together, we met some of the greatest of friends. Together, we met our favorite teachers. Together, some of us learned we were bad at math. Together, we learned, we laughed, we failed, and unfortunately, we cried. And today, 1,373 days later, together stops. Today, your own adventure begins. I'd like to remind all the mothers in the crowd at this moment not to start crying yet. The sad part hasn't even happened. I hope that you, the class of 2017, takes this opportunity to the fullest of its advantage. I hope you write the greatest story ever written. I hope you find success. I hope you fail. I hope you hit rock bottom, and in that moment, you laugh. I'm not going to pretend that because I have this cap on, I suddenly know everything about life, because I don't. Frankly, I can't even tell you where Oregon may be located in this country. But I can tell you this. Failure is inevitable. We will all hit the lowest of lows in our life because that's how life rolls. Failure, however, is nothing to fear. Failure is something to conquer. Therefore, yeah, I do hope you fail, only to get right back up. But most of all, I hope you're happy. Never, ever fight a piece of yourself in order to be well-liked or well-off. Always choose happy. Unfortunately, oftentimes in life, we get obsessed with the drive for success. We see it in front of us, and we push everything aside to achieve it. Don't forget about yourself. Don't forget what makes you happy. If you live a life you are happy with, success will follow. Abraham Lincoln once said, "Whatever you are, be a good one." If you have to be a circus clown with size 32 red vinyl shoes to be happy, be the best circus clown you can be. Be the best teacher or doctor, be the best engineer, be the best cosmetologist, be the best soldier, mechanic, be the best at whatever you are. I know you can do it. Because these halls, these teachers, your parents, they've prepared you, just like they prepared me. Whether or not the world is ready for you, you are ready to change the world. We, the class of 2017, are ready to change the world. Let's show them what we're made of, Redskins. The first good piece of advice I remember getting was in elementary school from my father. I don't remember the exact situation or what he said specifically, but the gist of it was, you have to stand up for yourself because a lot of the time there won't be anyone there to do it for you. I took this lesson to heart, and in all honesty, I was probably a tattletale through most of elementary school. I wasn't afraid to tell the teacher when something was happening that shouldn't have been, and I stood up for myself. Then something happened. Middle school rolled around, and with it came more complex social interactions. Peer pressure kicked in, and suddenly I was more reluctant to stand up against the things I knew were wrong, even things that affected me or my educational opportunities, because I didn't want anyone to get in trouble. These were small things. I never witnessed anything too bad, and I'd like to think that if I had, I would have said something. But I wanted people to like me. Or maybe it wasn't as much as I wanted them to like me, but more as afraid they wouldn't. Something about the fear of rejection seemed to be more motivation than hope for success. Over the years, there have been several opportunities that I've missed out on simply because I was too scared to try. In these past 4 years, I may not have been shy about standing up for myself, but I have been a little too scared of making waves. And a lot of the times I let things slide that aren't worth the time or energy to deal with them, and that's something that I'm trying to change. Staying under the radar helped me get through high school, but I want to enter medicine, a field filled with competition and innovation. Things are always changing, and making waves may be exactly what I need to do to stand out and accomplish something truly amazing. In this pursuit, I definitely cannot let the fear of failure hold me back, because at some point I will fail, and the only way that you can ensure that you have a good shot for yourself is to fight for it. And I found that most of the time when you get brought down and people treat you unfairly, they don't even realize it until you show them your perspective. So you have to be your biggest advocate. And I hear people complaining all the time. I'm very guilty of it myself. Sometimes I enjoy complaining. It's one of my specialties, as my mother could attest, I'm sure. But don't complain about things that you have the power to change. Nothing drives me crazier than hearing somebody complain about something that they have the ability to do something about, but then not doing anything. And I break these rules sometimes. We all have days where life is just terrible, and we're tired, and everything seems impossible, and like you have no control over anything. Life happens. It can be hard. But there's almost always a way to improve your situation if you're willing to look for it. My message for you all today is to fight for what you want. Don't waste time pleasing others at your own expense. At the end of the day, it's your life, and you have room to be selfish there. All of the big and little choices we make lead to more choices, and you never know which decision could completely alter the course of your life and the lives of the people around you. So much of our lives up until this point have been determined by our families, where we live, what classes we take, the music we like, our friends, whether or not they had time or money to put us in different activities, sports, music lessons, or whatever else you started doing as a kid that you might still be doing today. And a lot of the things you may even define yourself by could be a product of someone else's choice, or your rebellion against what they wanted for you, because there's something about us teenagers that we just don't like being told what to do very much. But regardless, the time for that is now over. We are officially entering the adult world, where we no longer have the excuse of not knowing better to support our poor choices. Many of us will be burdened by debt, lots and lots of debt in some cases, and responsibility in the upcoming years, and we will probably all make mistakes along the way. It's easy to find reasons not to succeed, excuses for failure, and other explanations of situations out of your control. Yeah, fine, if that's how you want to live, but when I look back at my life in 20, 50 years, I want to remember living as someone who took chances, someone who challenged herself. I want to remember taking credit for my successes and taking responsibility for my mistakes. I want to be as sure as myself as I was in elementary school. I want to help the people who need it. I want to remember that I stayed focused and kept my priorities in check, but I still managed to have fun along the way. I wasn't very good at high school. I may be graduating first in the class, but I didn't work the hardest. I took all the right classes and material came easily to me. I still don't really know how to go about studying for a test. My few attempts at it weren't very productive, and they likely took way more time than was necessary. I don't like pop music, I'm not the greatest athlete, and I am definitely not good at social situations. I've lost my car keys in my car an inordinate amount of times. Shout out to my brother Curtis for bailing me out Wednesday. And I'm aware of my shortcomings, and I'm consistently trying to improve myself. I'm terrified of calling people on the phone, but I've done it a lot this year, and nothing too tragic happens. I'm also terrified of public speaking. You don't have to have it all figured out now, and even if you do, it's okay if you change your mind later. We all have our own unique capabilities, interests, aspirations, and obstacles. There are so many opportunities out there, and they are available for everyone. Some people might have a harder time finding them or utilizing them, but they do exist. If there's something that you want to do that you love, and you're reasonably good at it, you can accomplish it, but only if you're willing to put the time and effort into it. And if you really look, you may be surprised by how many people are willing to help you along the way. Don't be afraid to follow some advice you heard a long time ago, and continue to learn all the time, because despite what I think sometimes, I do not know everything, and you don't either. Embrace the times when you realize you don't know anything about something and have to ask for help, because people like it when you can come to them. Try calling a parent. They might even like the fact that they can still help you out. And if they aren't helpful, you always have YouTube to fall back on. Know your strengths and weaknesses, but be both encouraged and encouraging, knowing that there's so much awaiting us and we are ready for the challenge. Parents, when you congratulate us today, don't just congratulate us for the graduating high school or the things we've accomplished so far. Congratulate us because you've raised us into strong young adults capable of accomplishing so much more. And if you think we're headed on the wrong path, feel free to tell us, but if we don't listen, which we probably won't, still stand by us, because we might need help picking up pieces if it all falls apart later. Or if we prove you wrong, be proud of us for believing in ourselves and for doing what was necessary to get what we want. We're all just getting started, and I, for one, am excited to see how far we will go. Give it up for the class of 2017.
Where is that TSC bill? How can I pay it if I can't find it?
You don't need the bill. You can pay it online at telcirco.com.
Wasn't there a special this month?
Yes, we got it from TSC's Facebook page.
I know I've got the announcement for the club here somewhere.
I just sent it to TSC to air on Channel 2. With telcirco.com, Facebook, Channel 2, and their newsletter, TSC makes it easy to stay connected.
Now, if they could just help me clean up my desk.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
Owen Kitchen and Bath Showroom has been family owned and operated since 1990. We can help you from start to finish with your entire project. Let one of our professional designers put the final touches on your project. Owen Kitchen and Bath now has 2 showrooms to better serve you in Wapakoneta and Lima. Owen Kitchen and Bath, cabinetry that will take your breath away at prices that won't.
Offering remarks this morning will be Mr. Nick Earl, Dean of Students at the Apollo Career Center, Mr. Keith Horner, Superintendent of the Wapakoneta City Schools, and Mr. Brent Schwartz, President of the Wapakoneta Board of Education.
Well, thank you. I have to say, I'm fortunate I get to go around and see a lot of graduations, but I have to say those were probably 5 of the best speeches I've ever heard for a graduation. On behalf of Apollo Career Center, it's an honor to greet the Wapakoneta High School graduating class of 2017. I would like to take this moment to have all of the Apollo graduating seniors stand up and be recognized. We're very proud of the efforts that all of you have made to arrive at this important day. We thank all the parents and family members for your support. To the entire class of 2017, I'm sure you're sitting out there and wondering what your future will bring. Many years ago, I sat out there in the Wapakoneta gym wondering the same thing. What will my future bring? My best advice to you is take pride in how far you have come, work hard, and most importantly, have faith in how far you can go. Congratulations to the class of 2017.
Good morning. Each year I have the opportunity to thank many groups and individuals who have helped shape the class of 2017. To get you to this point, you have had many people help you reach this day, and they deserve recognition. First and most importantly, graduates, please take a moment to thank your parents and your loved ones who have helped you get to this day. I would ask that parents of today's graduate please stand. We need to thank and recognize your teachers that you have had over the past 13 years. Many of your teachers are seated among you today. Teachers, thank you for your countless hours of dedication to develop, grow, and serve these students. There are other individuals behind the scenes who have helped you reach this day. They have worked hard for you and watched you grow and develop into young men and young women. This would include bus drivers, cafeteria employees, custodians, secretaries, administrators, and school board members. Thank you for your service as well. In addition, there are also volunteers and community members who have helped watch you grow and develop. These community members may be volunteers for the athletic boosters, the band boosters, parent-teacher organizations, or the choir boosters. They probably didn't know most of you, but they nevertheless work tirelessly to make your experiences at school a better one, and our Wapakoneta community a better one. They worked extremely hard with no recognition. If you have volunteered in some way for our students in schools, we thank you. As always, we should never forget that we live in a country like no other. This is due to the sacrifice of millions of veterans. If you are a veteran or currently active in the military, we ask that you stand now and be recognized. In addition to you, we are very proud to have several graduates from the class of 2017 with us today who will soon be entering the military to defend our country, our rights, and our freedoms. These students are wearing red, white, and blue cords. I would ask that the students wearing these cords stand now and be recognized. Class of 2017, last but not least, I would like to thank you. Like the people who have just been recognized, you now have the ability to make a positive difference in the lives of your families and of your communities. Class of 2017, we wish you the best of luck. Thank you.
I want to start out with just a big congratulations to the class of 2017. Today is an important day for each of you, your parents, your families,
your friends, your teachers, and the Wapakoneta community. It marks the culmination of 13 years of hard work and commitment. You have all excelled in different areas of life, whether it be in academics, theater, music, athletics, or mastering the social media skills such as Twitter and Instagram. As I was thinking about what message I wanted to give you today, the diversity of your gifts and achievements really stood out to me. As you graduate and move into adulthood, you have more options and opportunities than previous generations. Technology continues to advance at a blinding rate. You have access to global knowledge, unbelievable resources, and best of all, you know how to take advantage of all these new technologies. So as each of you looks towards your future, I encourage you to reflect on your individual abilities. People are most successful when they recognize their specific strengths and abilities while following a path they are passionate about. Each of you has some idea of your immediate future, whether it's getting a full-time job, joining the military, going to college, or what other plans you may have. It is imperative that each of you understand your goals, your situation, your skills, and accept that the world is constantly changing. The pace of change you face is ever increasing. You will need to be diligent in recognizing the next opportunity with which you are presented. I want to share some stories from my personal experiences. During a recent business trip, I met a young man that followed a winding path to success by taking advantage of just such an opportunity. Napon came to the United States from Thailand as a sophomore in high school. His parents sent him to Sydney, Ohio to live with his aunt and uncle. Just over 2 years later, he was sitting in a similar position as all of you as a graduate at the Sydney Lehman High School commencement ceremony. At this point, he planned a very similar path to many as you will be doing in the fall. He went to a traditional four-year college, received his degree in mechanical engineering. His next step seemed clear. He accepted a job with a company in California and prepared to start his engineering career. Then, of course, things changed. Because he had connections back to his home country, he was given an opportunity to go back to Thailand and join a small Taiwanese engineering company. This left him a choice between two very divergent paths. His initial choice, taking a job with the U.S. company in California, where he would have a secure, stable future, or go back to Thailand, take a big risk, but have a great opportunity to build his own business. He chose to take the risk and move back to Thailand. Over the next 15 years, he acquired an ownership interest in the company, which he has now built into a successful enterprise with more than 500 employees. Napon chose to follow the difficult path, and it has served him well. While not as dramatic or as exciting, my own career has had its own twists and turns. I grew up on a small farm outside of St. Mary's, Ohio. I followed the typical path by graduating high school, receiving my engineering degree, and starting my career, but never venturing far from Ohio. 17 years ago, I chose to take a leap of faith into a very different role with a new company. Because of this change, I went from a typical 8-to-5 job and stepped into a global role. I've traveled 1.7 million miles since then, the equivalent of 68 times around the world. And while traveling has many ups and downs, I've had many unique experiences, and the change has been hugely beneficial to my family. For a more public example, Mia Bilek started her professional career as a child star at 10 years old. At about your age, she went back to a more normal path and attended college, ultimately receiving her PhD in neuroscience.
As if she hadn't done enough, she now stars as Dr. Amy Farrah Fowler in The Big Bang Theory. Her willingness and ability to find success as she made these huge career changes is astounding. My point is simple. You do not know what opportunities will present themselves or where they might lead. Don't be afraid to take chances. Always prepare yourself for the next opportunity. Work hard. Never, ever, ever make excuses, and strive to be the very best at whatever you choose to do. And once again, congratulations to all of you for your accomplishments. You have made us all proud. Thank you.
Presenting the class memorial will be President of the Class of 2017, Austin David Berkemeyer.
On behalf of my fellow classmates, I'd like to present the Wapakoneta High School administration with the class memorial donated by the class of 2017. The class memorial, which can be seen by the main entrance to the high school, is a red and white board that honors high school students that achieve certain goals set by the school, such as GPA and Richmond awards. The gift is meant as a way to strive for positivity and honor students and their success throughout the school year. As Darren Dean once said, strive for the future, live in the moment, but never forget where you came from. Thank you to those who made high school such an awesome experience, and best of luck to the class of 2017.
On behalf of Wapakoneta High School faculty and staff and students, I gladly accept this class memorial. Please allow me to take this opportunity to thank Ms. Pellington, Mr. Hillary, and Mr. Wimmers for today's musical selections. Thanks also to all the staff for their time and effort in getting us to this point. Some of our staff members are seated on the floor amongst our graduates. I would like to recognize our 2017 graduates of distinction. This small group of students have maintained a 3.75 GPA over the course of their high school career and have completed at least 10 of our 20 honors classes. I ask these students to stand and for you to join me in commending these students. It is my pleasure to now introduce the remaining guests present on the stage this morning. Representing the City Board of Education are Mr. Ron Mertz, Vice President, Mr. Josh Little, Board Member, Mr. Willie Somentinger, Board Member, and Mr. Pat Gibson, Board Member. Representing the administration are Mr. Mike Watt, Director of Operations, and Mrs. Angie Sparks, Treasurer. I would now like to introduce Mr. Doug Selvey, Assistant Principal, who will recognize our students receiving local scholarships.
Parents, it is with the greatest appreciation to our Wapakoneta community that I announce the recipients of many of our local scholarships. Each year, thousands of dollars are made available to Wapakoneta High School's graduating classes through the efforts of many volunteers. Thank you, Wapakoneta community, for your efforts in supporting our youth. Students and audience members, please listen as I read the entire list of awards and hold applause until the end. All scholarship recipients will stand when their name is called and then sit. As a collective group, they will stand again at the end of this presentation to thank our community members for its support. The Sons of American Legion goes to Kate Henderson. The Mike Armstrong Awards go to Belasia Moyler and Tyler Copeland. The Mary Place Baker goes to Lindsay Sanders. The Terry and Linda Blosser Scholarship goes to Marisol Morales. The Carl and Irene Beathers goes to Lindsay Sanders and Wesley Temple. The Marie and Edward Billy goes to Ellie Horman, Jordan Law, Maya Hager, and Becca Young. The Ida Brown goes to Lacey Hayes. The Bill Christmer goes to Kelly Byrne. The Cridersville Alumni goes to John Bourne. The Curtis Dayhill goes to Wesley Temple. The Jesse Dosick goes to Tyler Copeland. The Carl Elliott Award goes to Megan Fisher. The CYO Girls Basketball Scholarship goes to Megan Smith. The Grand Lake Health System Family Scholarship goes to Maya Haggard. The FFA Alumni Young Farmers goes to Luke Steinecke, Brooke Schlenker, Allison Herod, Maya Haggard, Olivia Cousineau, Caitlin Schaub, Shelby Rostifer, Logan Myers, Skyland Branham, and Kyle Koenig. The FFA goes to Luke Steinecke and Brooke Schlenker. The First National Bank goes to David Stewart and Kayla Harder. The Paul Fisher goes to Belasia Moyler. The Raid Ford Nursing goes to Jordan Law. The Frymouth Sutton goes to Ryan Schneider. The Jason Fort Klein goes to Belasia Moyler. The Scott D. Lehman goes to John Bourne. The Harner Masonic Lodge goes to Luke Steinecke and Lauren Drake. The Miami Six goes to Lacey Hayes. The Arlene Metz goes to Tyler Copeland. The Merle and Opal Miller goes to Jordan Law, Becca Young, and Maya Haggard. The New Vision Nursing Opal Mill Scholarship goes to Lacey Hayes. The Minster Bank goes to Lauren Drake. The Red Cross Scholarship goes to Belasia Moyler. The Barbara Norton goes to Kate Henderson and John Bourne. The Rotary Scholarships go to Taylor Schaefer, Tyler Copeland, Lauren Klopfenstein, and Emma Walker. The New Vision Nursing Mary P. Schneider goes to Hannah Blair. The Sertoma Scholarship goes to Lauren Klopfenstein. The Sertoma Athletes of the Year go to Megan Fisher and Landon Hall. The Jason Strasser goes to Lauren Drake and Lacey Hayes. The Student Senate Awards go to Emma Walker and Ellie Horman. The Technology and Maintenance Council Scholarship goes to Luke Steinecke. The Joe Walter goes to James Moody. The Wapakoneta Breakfast Optimist Award goes to Lauren Klopfenstein, Jordan Law, Lacey Hayes, and Ellie Horman. The Wapakoneta Chiefs goes to Tyler Copeland and Belasia Moyler. The Wapakoneta Community Scholarship Fund goes to John Bourne, Jordan Bowers, Megan Fisher, Lacey Hayes, Kate Henderson, Cassidy Hughes, Jordan Law, Marisol Morales, Lindsay Sanders, Ryan Schneider, Wesley Temple, and Emma Walker. The Wapakoneta Eagles goes to Lindsay Sanders and Kate Henderson. The Wapakoneta Education Association goes to Kate Henderson. Wapakoneta Lions goes to Ellie Horman. The Wapakoneta Octagon Club goes to Emma Walker, Socorro Serta, and Kate Henderson. The Wapakoneta Noon Optimist Scholarship goes to Ellie Horman, Lauren Klopfenstein, Claire Burton, and Kate Henderson. The Wapakoneta Women's Club goes to Warren Drake and Logan Myers. The Wapakoneta Women's Civic League goes to Malaysia Moyler and Lacey Hayes. The Western Ohio Education Foundation at Wright State Lake Campus scholarship is awarded to Shelby Rosser. There's much volunteer time spent fundraising and managing these accounts. Locally, the above scholarships total more than $150,000. Students, please stand to acknowledge your scholarship awards, and will everyone join me in congratulating all the recipients along with all the contributors. In addition to all the previous awards, many students have earned scholarships from their prospective schools. All the information that was given to us in the senior survey is noted in your graduation handout. The grand total of educational dollars for this year's 2017 graduating class is $2.7 million.
TSC can save you money.
How?
TSC can save you money with Emerge.
What's Emerge?
The Emerge bundle plan. TSC will merge your phone, cable TV, and internet in one nice neat package to save you money.
How much money?
A boatload. The Emerge bundle plan only from TSC.
TSC, give us a call and see. It's easy as 1, 2, 3, call TSC.
We are state of the art.
We are professional.
Thank you. You're welcome. Have a great day. We are service you can trust.
We are here for you.
With custom fabrication, a variety of roofing options, and exceptional roofing knowledge and expertise, Frost Roofing is committed to providing top-notch quality service on every project. To learn more, visit us online at frost-roofing.com and follow us on social media.
At this time, I would like to honor 2 deceased members of the class of 2017, Leanne McCataculum-Jones and Zachary Keith Weber. There are 2 chairs amongst our graduates with flowers in their memory. Class of 2017, please stand. Mr. Schwartz and members of the Board of Education, on behalf of the faculty and staff of Wapakoneta High School, I present to you as the official representative of the Wapakoneta City Board of Education, the class of 2017. Each member of the graduation class has successfully completed their requirements for graduation as set forth by the State Board of Education and the Wapakoneta City Board of Education, and therefore is eligible to receive his or her high school diploma. Mr. Schwartz.
On behalf of the Wapakoneta City Schools Board of Education, I proudly accept the class of 2017.
Assisting with diplomas will be Mr. Brent Schwartz and fellow members of the Board of Education. Tristan David Meyer. Michael Alex Burton. Ryan Michael Twan Schneider. Emma Louise Walker. Cassidy Lynn Hughes. Kelsey Lee Akers. William Charles Allison. Katie Samantha Rose Askins. Samantha Nicole Atwood. Gavin Michael Bailey. Michaela Marie Barrows. Mackenzie K. Barrows. Austin David Berkemeyer. Vanessa Ray Ballman. Lauren Madeline Bay. Nolan Michael Benny. Jaden Lee Bishop. Hannah Marie Blair. Jordan Lester Bowers. Seth Anthony Bowers. Skylar Marie Boyer. Justin Paul Hoisel. Nolan James Brandahall. Skylin Nicole Branahan. Ashley Nicole Brown. Jacob Xavier Brown. Zach Allen Brown. Claire Alexandra Burton. Sakura Jade Serta. Case Jariah Child. Tristan James Clevenger. Chelsea Marie Cochran. Jacob Matthew Cockrell. Julie Elizabeth Comer. Ethan Marcellus Conaway. Trenton Thomas Cooper. Charles Tyler Copeland. Peyton Michael Cottle. Bryce Edward Cottrell. Olivia Ruth Sophia Cousineau. Jacob Lee Kraft. Cassandra Rose D'Angelo. Darren Stephen Dean. Mason Andrew Dickey. Lauren Paige Drake. Caitlin Lee Duff. Gabrielle Renee Dulaban. Simon Michael Ehrenberg. Sydney Ann Epperson. Hunter Reed Farley. Tyler Easton Featheringham. Brandon Lee Fish. Megan Kristen Fisher. Kara Michelle Fry. Samantha Jean Fierce. Carson Frederick Garrity. Casey Renee Gerlach. Abigail Lynn Gessler. Hannah Rose Green. Cameron John Gibson. Charles Dellen Griffiths. Maya Yvonne Hager. Landon Wade Hall. Jarrett Scott Hamrick. Hayden Robert Haney. Allison Julia Herron. Kayla Michelle Carter. Grace Catherine Hall. Lacey Kristen Hayes. Jaden Alexander Hefner. Kate Louise Henderson. Kaylee Marie Pegg. Kelsey Lauren Hicks. Rachel Lynn Hook. Kiana Keelan Horton. Brittany Sue Hosterman. Kyle David Huffman. Nathan Lee Hunlock. Brooke Marie Cacareese. Caitlin Marie Cacareese. Josie Aaron Keck. Evan Charles Cantner. Elizabeth Marie Foreman. Caleb Kazier Feathers. John Charles Bourne. Reed Thomas Coverman. Brandon Mitchell Kennard. Danielle Marie Kesson. Charles Edward Knotts. Blake Scott Knievy. Kyle Lewis Koenig. Audrey Rose Kohler. Brooklyn Renee Kohler. Amanda Marie Kohlreiser. Jordan May Lehman. Jordan Hayes Latham. Alexander James Lousy. Stephen Thomas Bartholomew. Mary Ann Brinsfield. Emily Elizabeth Buchanan. Kelly Marie Byrne. Emma Kristen Kraft. Kennedy Amber Custer. Nicholas David Glass. Lauren Faith Kloppenstein. Adam David Walter. Alex Jeffrey Walter. Morgan Marie Law. Jordan Michelle Law. Jonah Michael Lee. James Dean Leisure. Kaylee Marie Lenhart. Maddox Dion Lyles. Dylan Matthew Lord. Ryan Daniel Loudon. Allie Marie Maitland. Lindsay Rose Marsteller. Caleb Allen Mason. Hannah Rose Meeker. Meeks. Jacob Tyler Metzger. Monica Rose Metzger. Samantha Jo Metzger. Ashley Marie Metzger Joseph. Cale Bradley Miller. Emma Marie Ann Miller. Garrett Leon Miller. Jared Allen Thomas Miller. James Nicholas Moody. Austin Michael Moore. Zoe Nicole Mormon. Marisol Alejandra Morales. Cody James Mosgrove. Blasia Vaughn Moyler. Logan Nicole Myers. Nathan Ray Myers. Kayla Nicole Newmeyer. Kirsten Renee Newmeyer. Cordell Boyd Newman. Ryan Alexander Ott. Priya Bhupendra Patel. Seth Lee Orr. Abigail Len Posada. Chloe Jocelyn Madison. Rhine. Andrew Paul Pummel. Keelan Christopher Porter. Logan Thomas Ricker. Preston James Wright. Noah Michael Ritchie. Shelby Lynn Rostifer. Alyssa Rebecca Rupert. Austin Ray Sanders. Lindsay Marie Sanders. Caitlin Marie Schaub. Jared Curtis Schick. Brooke Elizabeth Schlenker. Bryce David Schlenker. Kalia Yvonne Schlenker. Jonathan Thomas Schlosser. Jason Michael Schnippel. Nathan Schlenker Schroyer. Joanna Michelle Schultz. Ryan Tyler Schwartz. Lucas Ryan Shade. Taylor Nicole Schaefer. Mackenzie Renee Short. Jordan Renee Schroyer. Brianna Leanne Sims. Bailey Elizabeth Smith. Megan Lenora Smith. Ronnie Joe Ann Snyder. Marcus Brant South. Jessica Lynn Stanley. Luke Stephen Steinecke. David Scott Stewart. Jacob Daniel Stillman. Maxwell James Stout. Sydney Allison Sutton. Julie Rose Thornhill. Hannah Marie Voorhees. Wesley Robert Temple. Lucas Carl Ward. Caden Isaiah Ware. Madison K. Watt. Eva June Williams. Jonathan Wayne Wingett. Taylor Ann Wingett. Kaylin Marie Winnings. Becca Ann Young. Allison Marie Zofke. William Joseph Zofke. Cole Austin Zwiebel. I would like to make a correction. I did mispronounce a name of one of our deceased members, Noah Isaac Weber. Please rise and join the class of 2017 in the singing of the Alma Mater. of 2017, class is dismissed.